Hey there, friends and foes. This is Johnny with Back of the Cereal Box, a pop culture podcast that celebrates the fun of the Saturday experience of our youth. But we can't think of a better way to start your week than checking out Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown. It is the best way to start your week. We absolutely love it and never miss it. Thanks, Chris and Amanda, for all you do. And until the next time, love you, mean it. We'll catch you on the Back of the Cereal Box. I'm Johnny. I'm done. Ta-da!
Chris and Amanda always online. Grab your headphones, it's review time. Music's the love and it's divine. Laughs and insights mixed like wine. Every strong and every beat. They analyze, they can't be beat. Chilling it on the socials neat. Join the fun and take your seat. If music's your thing, come along. Hear Amanda sing her song. Chris brings the notes all day long. Together they make us strong.
Okay. Trying to get the... There it is.
There we go.
Trying to get the graphic off. Hey, good morning, everybody. How are you? Welcome to another episode of Chris and Amanda's Song Swap Showdown. How are you guys? We're so excited to be with you today. Kicking off Halloween week. Ooh, I don't have any spooky sound effects for that.
And closing off a month-long, themes of Halloween, whether it be witches, the moon, ghostly things. This has been a really fun month.
It really has been. I mean, we did it. First of all, yay us. Yay.
Yeah.
We did it. Yeah, we did it. We did an entire month of Halloween-themed episodes here on Song Swap Showdown, and it's been great. It's been fun. I think we had some really great themes on the Wheel of Show themes and so many awesome community suggestions as well. So really excited. And yeah, today is our last Halloween show of 2024, and we're going to close it out in spectacular fashion, I think. I know.
So can I just jump into what the theme is for today?
Just jump in what the theme is for today. Go ahead. It's all you.
The theme for today is werewolf moon type of songs, right? And so, Chris, when I was listening to our playlist here, we've got 6 songs on our playlist, and it is if I was like, where would this playlist be playing?
Right.
Because it's got such a vibe. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like, it is vibey.
It's got a vibe. It's super vibey this week. I mean, we've had some good vibes. This is like vibe. It's Vibe City.
This is like chill vibes, though. But even though some of your songs are a little bigger than mine, it's just a vibe. And so I'm like, wow, imagine if werewolves were just in like a coffee house bar together. Yeah. This is the playlist.
Yeah, I think we did a really solid playlist for this topic, and we mixed it up. I know my songs I did, Moon and Wolf kind of inspired songs. I really felt like they went hand in hand. You definitely leaned way into the Moon side of things, and I thought that was cool too. So I think that this is a really cool playlist that sticks to the theme of today's show. And by the way, guys, if you're just tuning in now, whether you're on Radio Garden State or you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, welcome to Song Swap Showdown. If this is your first time listening or watching the show, how the show normally works is Amanda, that girl, and I each swap 3 songs with each other that we may or may not have heard before. And then we will rate those songs on a scale of 1 to 5 records, with 1 being a skip.
Boo. Get out of here.
I heard 2 seconds, and it's like, skip. Skip. Please. No, don't play it all the way through. No. It's like a Nickelback song, like instant skip. Sorry, Nickelback. No, sorry, not sorry. All the way to the 5 records, which is heavenly music to our ears.
Got that
The
right.
sounds of angels plucking harpstrings. It's a song we can never get sick of. Ever.
It is on our, that desert island song that we listened to for forever.
That's right. Tony's saying, boo, rim shot. There you go.
Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, my friend. I'm so glad he can hang out today because I know sometimes he has to be at work when we're live. So thanks for checking in. Dave Mattingly's also here in the stream as well with Good Morning Looney Moonies.
Love it.
Love it, Dave. Love it, Dave. And he's also saying, stay tuned in 2025 for a whole year of Halloween music, right?
Don't tempt us with a good time, Dave.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, this may just become the Halloween music showdown. and then Christmas for the end of the year.
60 days of Christmas, the other days of Halloween.
Yeah, it might just become that. So, but yeah, we are excited. So today's theme, as Amanda was saying, is we spun the wheel of themes because that's what we do every week. Is we spin a wheel of themes to determine the following week's theme. And because we've been doing spooky season songs, it's been a Halloween wheel of themes. And so last week the wheel spoke, and it spoke to us from beyond the grave,
from beyond,
and picked songs about the moon. And then we went further with that, saying it's songs about the moon and more spooky stuff, and incorporated werewolves and wolf things like a howl in a night type of thing. So he said, let's expand it. Let's be flexible. It's our show. We can do whatever we want.
That's right. The wheel is just a suggestion.
The wheel is just a suggestion. You are right, Amanda. You are right.
But we like the wheel. So stick around to the end. We make it a big deal. It tells us what we're going to do. It bosses us around a little bit, but it's fun.
It does. It does boss us around a little bit. And every now and then we do call an audible because it's just sometimes it's needed. But
this is true.
But yeah, so we will spin the wheel at the end of today's show, and we'll be back to regular themes until holiday season starts, which I guess will be right after Thanksgiving. Or are we going to start the week before? Or are we going to start Thanksgiving week? This is a very, what do you guys think? Community, what do you guys think? But I think Amanda, if I know Amanda, Amanda's going to say, let's start on Thanksgiving week.
Okay, so.
Because we will have a show that Monday.
Feel like Thanksgiving is so late this year that we would be robbing ourselves of an extra Christmas week if we didn't start a little early.
So let me pull up my calendar. It is very late this year.
Yeah.
So the Thanksgiving holiday here, just for all our international friends in the United States, is going to happen. The Thanksgiving holiday here in the United States is on November 28th.
Right.
So
because the following Monday would be the what?
December 4th.
So that would give us how many Christmas Mondays?
Well, Christmas is on a Monday this year.
So we wouldn't be doing
sorry. It's not on a Monday. Sorry, the 20 sorry, what's I'm looking
this out in real
you know what?
time,
I was stuck in November still. So it would give us the 2nd, the 9th, the 16th, and the 23rd. 2 days before Christmas.
All right. So this is the thing. Is that enough, folks? Is that enough?
Or
to
do
your
we
point,
start on the 25th of November and go all the way to the 23rd of December?
Well, if it were up to Dave Mattingly, he says Christmas should wait until December 24th. Bah humbug. So basically, Dave thinks we should only do the 23rd.
Oh, but my father,
Daddy Baglio speaking,
come roaring in from South Carolina.
Oh.
The sooner, the better.
I tend to agree with that.
All right. Well, you know what? Listen, what we'll do is everybody
divided right now.
Everybody keep weighing in. We will put a poll up on Facebook. How's that?
Oh, you know what? That makes
and let's see what happens.
Super fair.
Let's see what happens. Ultimately, we will make the choice, but we do want to hear from you. This is a dictatorship, not a democracy. But we will listen to arguments.
Just know Amanda has a lot of Christmas cheer to give this year.
Just know that when Amanda says we're doing it, it's just happening, guys. So you guys think I pull any strings on this show, you're gravely mistaken.
But your views do matter.
I'm the puppet. I'm Amanda's puppet.
Like on Godfather.
Just work the controls, Chris. Just
You do that so amazing, and this show could not go on without you.
It's because it's because you tell me to, and so I do it because I'm fearful. Gonna ask a question that was brought up in my house this past week. Okay, go right ahead, Tony.
Oh boy, Tony.
And I don't know what it is because I'm checking my phone just to make sure he didn't text. No, he didn't text me. So go ahead, bud.
I can't wait. Oh goodness, I can't wait.
All right. So while he's asking that question. Let's do this. And first of all, I do want to mention that, guys, if you like what we do here, we would love for you to support our show because every little tiny bit helps. So if you would like to consider joining our Patreon site, head over to patreon.com/Song Swap Showdown. You can join for free, try it around, take the tour for 7 days. We are putting content up there often, as much as we can, trying to. So
trying to.
All right, here comes Tony's question. Can a vampire cop enter a home with a warrant and not an invitation? Well, this is a great question, and I'm going to tell you why. Because this does bring up a very interesting debate. Is the warrant a legal invitation into the home, and does it supersede the personal invitation from the homeowner?
So I don't know enough about folklore.
Yeah. Dave says no, by the way.
So I see Dave's point where he's saying no. Fork Boy, since a court order is not an invitation. And I get that. But per folklore, like, were court orders in the playbook at the time? No, right? So I feel like the rules must change.
Yeah, see, I don't see. It's the thing is, I think it's the personal invitation of the homeowner. If you own the home,
they have to be the one to invite.
I feel like that's the invitation, right? Because you own the home, like you're the owner. Now, I don't know if that counts for apartments because you're paying rent.
I was just gonna say, what if you rent?
But your name is on the lease. I think those rules still apply for apartments.
I think times are just different, so this is worth discussing.
I think I'm with Dave. I don't think the warrant is enough. I don't think the warrant will do it. I think that, yes, it's a court of law, but do the powers, the powers, the supernatural powers that govern vampirism. I love this conversation, by the way. That govern vampirism, I don't think that they recognize the legal power of the justice system.
Okay, but let's also...
Which also, because I would think one more, that vampirism predates the justice system.
The law.
By possibly millions of years, for all we know. I mean...
But it further is important to discuss that vampires can only be out at night, correct?
That is correct, unless... But vampires can really only be out. They can't touch the sun unless they're really old.
So how many warrants are actually being issued in the middle of the night anyway?
Well, that's a great question for any of our police force friends out there. Or judges. For all the judges and lawyers and the police force friends that we have that listen and watch this show. You guys, yeah. How many warrants are being issued in the middle? I don't know, but maybe they are because that's the time to like surprise attack, like surprise. We're seizing everything. Get out. We're I don't know. I don't know. I don't watch enough cop procedural shows to know that.
Maybe this is the new like Buffy the Vampire Slayer show idea.
So I'm going with they do not. That law, that rule does not warrant. The warrant does not supersede thousands of years of vampire power.
So basically,
lore or whatever.
If a vampire was cop, you'd have to say, "Sorry, Judge, I can't be the one to."
Well,
to
no.
This, to execute this warrant.
I mean, listen. I give all vampires. Try it. I mean, that's really the thing. You got to try it and see what happens. If it works, then hey, great. Then now we know the answer. So vampires out there.
This is what happens when we do a month long of Halloween shows.
Dave Mattingly coming in saying there are plenty of nighttime warrants being executed, even no knock warrants. Okay, all right. And then Fork Boy saying forever night only entered when there was a death of the occupant. And see, now that makes sense.
Okay.
Because the occupant is dead, deceased. So there's no
living being to invite
that owns the home or is inside the home. I always thought it was homeowner, but then again, maybe it's not. It's just the home has to be, you occupy that
you
place
just have
of residence.
to be invited into the space anyway.
Right. So all right.
Space
So
in
listen,
general.
I am for the let's just put this to bed right now. So I am for the legal power of a search warrant does not supersede vampire powers, and therefore the vampire cannot enter without being formally invited by the occupant of said home.
I am going to say I'm going to err on the side of caution with that thought process as well.
Now, and Dave is saying, Dave, you do make a good point. In Buffy the Vampire Slayer movie, the vampires can enter the gym dance because they had written invitations. Yeah, there's a loophole. I just don't think that the warrant does that, though. I don't think the warrant does that. I think Chris, he's saying at Chris, the threshold rule still applies. Okay, yeah. My dad put a cross in the front yard, deal done. Well, that could work too. Depends though. Depends which of those vampires. But you got to believe in the power of the crucifix for it to work. If you just watch the recent Salem's Lot,
I haven't watched that yet.
It's very good. I actually think it's very good. But you have to believe in the power of whatever you believe in to activate the powers of the cross to keep the vampires away.
You can't just whip it out all of a sudden and say, "Oh, this should work."
No, you have to believe in the power of Christ. Sorry, that's the rules. I don't make them. That's the rules. Scott Rewalt coming in. By occupants, you mean ownership? What happens to renters? We did just say that. I think renters are covered under that exclusion. This is becoming. Tony, you threw a grenade in. I love it, buddy. I love this conversation. By occupant, yeah. I mean, listen, I think renters are covered under the rule because you are living there. Plus, you signed a lease. So while you don't own the home, you occupy the space and live there. Therefore, I still think you need the invitation. And if not, then the landlord needs to invite you. And if the landlord hasn't invited you, you can't cross.
So this is the thing.
You can walk around the hallways. So the hallways might be fair game.
Chris Baglio.
Because it's common space.
I think it's time that we ask ChatGPT.
Okay. All right. I think you're right.
Let's
okay.
AI this.
All right.
And
hold on.
see what.
Am I doing it or are you doing it?
You're probably way faster if you wouldn't mind.
All right. Let's see. Let's ask
ChatGPT, which has all of the knowledge.
All right. Okay.
So the original question.
All right. I'm going to ask it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Let's just set it up again. I'm going to.
Can a vampire cop enter a home with a warrant and not an invitation? Was the original question that we have. Woo-hoo.
Can a vampire cop enter a home without a personal invitation?
No, with a warrant.
Traditionally, in vampire lore, a vampire cannot enter a home without a personal invitation. Now, if we're talking about a vampire cop, it would depend on whether they abide by traditional vampire rules or if they found a legal loophole for law enforcement purposes. It's an interesting mix of supernatural and legal drama.
Oh.
Okay. Now, I'll say, what if they have a search? What if they have a search warrant?
Well, if a vampire cop has a search warrant, that could change things. In most legal systems, a search warrant grants law enforcement the right to enter a property without the owner's consent. So, if the vampire cop follows legal protocol and has a search warrant, they might just be able to cross that threshold, vampire rules aside.
Okay, so AI has weighed in. Thank you, ChatGPT. So they are saying there could be a loophole.
By modern day society.
I can't wait to clip this entire part of this episode, by the way.
So I feel like it's a lot like.
Thank you, Tony. Yes, you're welcome.
I love how it put the spin of, well, it depends like how modern this vampire is.
Right. Depends
how. Do
how.
they follow like modern day protocol or old fashioned archaic protocols? Interesting. Yeah. Go ChatGPT.
Now, Scott Rewalt saying, what if I inherit a house and my previous family member granted access? Are vampires that litigious? I don't think so, because now you are the new owner of the home. That would erase that. Plus, you could revoke an invitation. By the way, you could say, I uninvite you, like they did it in Salem's Lot. Like, he revoked his invitation and the vampire had to leave. So you can revoke the invitation. So here goes one last thing to throw it. Let me throw one last thing. If the cop has a search warrant, does revoking the personal invitation supersede the warrant, and therefore, like, the vampire has to leave now? So whether the vampire has a search warrant, says, I can come in, he crosses the threshold, he's like, I'm in. You go, I revoked the invitation, and now he's got to leave. Does that revocation count?
There are so many layers to this.
Oh my gosh.
I'm not quite sure.
I was not prepared to have this conversation today, by the way. Can an AI vampire enter a chat room without a search warrant?
Yeah. Do they need an invitation online?
No. Would a vampire cop have a drug sniffing werewolf?
Aw, that would be adorable.
That would be Amanda's
cute.
favorite kind of werewolf.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. This has been an amazing way to start the show, guys. We're 20 minutes in, and this is great. I mean, forget the music. Let's just do this for the rest of this is going to come up throughout the entire day, by the way. I'm just
pretty sure.
Yeah.
Pretty
this
sure.
was a very logical conversation, by the way. So thank you, Cody.
We all sounded like we knew what we were talking about, yet
We
somehow also not sounded like we knew what we were talking about.
Exactly. So what say all of you? We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Can a vampire cop with a legal search warrant enter a house uninvited by the homeowner because he has a legal search warrant? Does that supersede the power of the invitation to being invited into the home? Let us know. Let the debate continue and rage on. Tony says, not a defined answer.
Agreed.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's open for debate.
I think good points all around.
Whew. Oh my gosh. I'm like winded after that, guys. Winded. All right. So let's switch gears real quick. And so I brought up something to Amanda over the weekend. And very rarely, I mean, we've talked about this over time, and sometimes we hear a song after the fact of a show and we're like, that song really could have been on my playlist.
Yeah.
And I had heard a song and I was like, oh man, if I had heard this song before this, I would have put this on my playlist because I thought it was a cool song. And Amanda, because Amanda, like I said, Amanda really runs the show and she's in charge, guys. Please do not mistake this for 1 second. Amanda runs the show. She says, well, fine, let's just do it on Monday. And I'm like, can we do that? And you're like, we could do whatever we want. It's our show. So I'm like, you make a good point.
I mean, when I type that out, it sounds different.
Right.
But when you read it word for word, I mean, you're not wrong.
Not wrong. I'm not wrong.
It's true.
So
last
just to reframe in case you didn't hear last week's episode. So so once again, we've been doing Halloween themes all month in October. Last episode, because if you're listening to this out of sequence or whatever, we did an episode where the theme was cemetery. We called it Cemetery Serenades, but it was about cemeteries and graveyards. Like that was the overall theme. And so we chose songs that were based on that theme. And I thought we had a very solid playlist, by the way. And I've listened back to our playlist and I don't regret our playlist, but
it sounds wonderful.
But there was a song that came up my radar and I said, man, I think I would have put this song on my playlist. And that song is called Stay in Your Grave by the Black Keys featuring Alice Cooper. And I thought this was a really cool tune. And of course, love Alice Cooper. And you should love Alice Cooper too, by the way, Amanda, and the Black Keys, because they are Michigan bands, Michigan musicians. And of course, Alice Cooper coming from Detroit.
That doesn't always make them likable.
Well, you should, because they're homers. they're from Michigan.
Which is why I was like, we can talk about this song, Chris.
So
we can talk about it.
Right. So we made the audible. We said, let's just talk about this song really quick, as if it's a bonus. It's a bonus song. Because I wasn't,
Listen,
so
we're doing
all
all bonus content today.
Yeah.
This is why not add a bonus song to the equation?
Yes. So this is the bonus song. And so should I just play it?
Play it.
Right.
Give us a little bit of that ditty. It's not a ditty. No one's pretending this is a ditty.
Oh my gosh, you're like so
It
negative.
cannot be argued this is a ditty. Oh, look at Regina. She's so pretty.
Oh yeah, that's queued up for something else there. All right, so let's play. This is Stay in Your Grave.
Uh-huh.
It's a pretty badass riff.
You better get right.
I like the Alice Cooper right away.
Cab and the driver said, won't you climb inside? Put on the gas and on the dash, hold it tight. His head caught fire. He grinned and said, you might be high, you might be dead. I said, please, let me stay. Ain't done nothing to land in my grave. Then he laughed. I heard him say, you better stay in your grave. Woke up out in the sun, nothing new inside. That evil nightmare brought me there, so I've seen the light. He spared me from dying when I thought I was dead. Yes, the Lord kept you living instead. I said, please, let me stay. Ain't done
You're so tolerating this. You're just like,
I'm just smiling.
all right. I mean, this song's 2 minutes and 19 seconds. A great garage time. I love it. Released just in time for Halloween. Mm-hmm. By the way. So that was Stay in Your Grave featuring Alice Cooper by the Black Keys.
So listen, it's not awful.
Here we go.
I enjoy your original 3 songs to me versus that one.
Okay. Yeah. I like my 3 songs as well. But I just, there was I got excited when I heard the song. I'm like, oh my God, it came out just after we did our graveyard thing. And I think I would have put this on I feel that I would have put this on my list.
I think for something new and different, it doesn't sound very new and different.
Well, it's Mama Said Knock You Out, by the way. It's literally Mama Said Knock You Out, but done by the Black. It's the same thing. It's Mama Said Knock You Out, except with the Black Keys and Alice Cooper and different lyrics.
Stay in your grave.
Yeah, stay in your grave.
That's probably the best part.
Okay.
I don't know. It didn't overstay its welcome. I can say that.
No, 2 minutes, 19 seconds comes in and leaves like boom, hits you. Love it.
It's just fine.
All right, so where are you on a scale of 1 to 5 records, Amanda? Sharp.
Honestly, I knew you were really excited about it, but I found the song actually boring.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't. But with that being said, and I don't know. I feel like it wasn't that spooky Halloween-ish, even though it's Stay in Your Grave, the sentiments there. Mm-hmm. I don't feel like there was enough aggression to that.
Really?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
are you kidding me? That's a badass riff.
I guess if you take the riff, I don't.
And Alice Cooper.
Stay
in your grave. Come on.
I don't feel like that was the delivery.
That is the delivery. Let's listen.
Felt like I heard
All right.
stay.
All right, hold on.
Stay in your grave.
Hold on. All right, guys. I mean, we all just heard this. Am I insane? Well, yeah.
Struggling by the roadside, trying to hitch a ride. Stumbling alone, walking home tonight. When in my eyes, a blinding light, and a voice said, you better get right. Better get right. Flagged the cab and the driver said, won't you climb inside? Put on the gas and on the dash, hold it tight.
This song is all attitude.
But listen to the Stay in Your Grave part.
You might be high, you might be dead. I said, please, let me stay. Ain't done nothing to land in my grave. Then he laughed.
The laughing.
You better stay.
Stay.
In your grave.
Come on.
No. Listen.
That's all attitude.
There was attitude up until that point.
All attitude.
And then it was
You're wrong.
He turned into Shakespeare. I said,
You're wrong.
Stay in your grave.
All right. You know what? I don't. You and I are hearing two different songs, I think.
I hear the attitude in the other part, but like where the attitude should really have been delivered. It was just like, hey, by the way, stay in that grave. You just stay right there in that grave.
All right. So what is your rating on a scale of 1 to 5 records of "Stay in Your Grave" bonus song by the Black Keys featuring the one and only Alice Cooper?
According to the comments that we'll go through in a second, I'm in the minority here. But I mean, I'm to be generous and give it 3 records.
You don't want to give it 3 records, though.
I really don't, but it deserves 3 records.
Okay.
I just don't feel like it just didn't do anything for me.
Fork Boy, 4.7 for "Stay in Your Grave." Great riffs. Thank you. I agree. Dave Mattingly, 4.1 for the Black Keys. Scott Rewalt, he's agreeing. I'll give it to Amanda on this one. It's bad. Alice Cooper has been good since 76. It's more grade school camp at best, but 73, 76, Alice Cooper's a classic. I can't dispute that fact.
I feel like by the time he
Whoa.
moved to...
Bob Vaglio coming in with a 5. That means it's making his eternity playlist.
Daddy Vaglio, serious question here. You're telling me that you would listen to this song on loop in eternity on a desert island, and this was your song? I'm going to give you a second to readjust that 5 records. No, I'm kidding. Your 5 records is your 5 records. I honor that, but that seems... Chris, you are not even giving this a 5 record. Tell me the truth here.
I am... He goes, I love the Black Keys like Alice Cooper, and don't forget Erase Chris. Don't forget Erase Chris.
I'm not speaking... Is that code?
I don't know. I don't remember. I'm one of the layers of hell. All right. So listen. I'm actually more with Tony. I'm a 4.7 for this one. I really dig the riff. It hit me. I like it.
Well,
it hit me at the right time. And I was looking, and once again, you know me, I'm a sucker for garage rock stuff.
Oh, yes.
And I actually feel like the Black Keys haven't been good in a while. I actually found them to be very boring lately. But this song seemed to have some renewed energy. And I think, listen, you got Alice Cooper in the track. You got to bring it. You got to bring it. Oh, yeah, raised. Don't forget how you were raised. Who raised me.
How you were raised, yes.
Yes. No, I agree. Listen, I think that, if he wants to listen to it for eternity, that's his prerogative.
Agreed.
I am close. I think it's a good song. I'm going to 4.7. 4.7.
Let me ask you this, and everyone who's giving it high ratings. Are you high rating this because it's something new and you've been craving something new? Like, are you genuinely just happy that something new came out? Or do you really actually like the song? Like, is part of your scoring excitement?
Yes.
Okay. See,
come back to me in a year.
That's where my question is. Yes.
Come back to me in a year. Will it hold up 1 year later? I don't know. Tune into our show a year from now, and we'll bring this back up. And Amanda will be like, "Remember that Black Keys song?" I'll be like, "What Black Keys song?"
Yeah. Well, then I gave a 3 record, and you're like, "Yeah, it's probably nestled down to a 3.4."
That might happen.
I think by the time he got to my favorite lyric, he was tired.
It's 2 minute and 19-second song though. All right.
He's not young.
All right. So listen, your rating is a 3. I'm at a 4.7. The community is also with me. Tony 4.7, Dave 4.1. Guys, let me know what you guys think. Like the community, let us know. How would you rate this on a scale of 1
Chris
to 5
is
records?
So exhausted from this conversation.
You're not gonna tell you the vampire cop thing really. I gave it all on that. Now I'm like, man, we still have like 6 songs to go through. I don't even know.
I had to go through the cop thing, Vampire Cop, and then I had to defend this song. And now we've got 6 songs to dive into.
I'm already tired. I'm tired already.
It's 8:15, and we haven't even did song 1.
No. All right, so listen, all right, guys, this has been fun. We've been having a great time on this show. This is our Halloween show. It's Halloween week, so let's bring it. Let's get into the songs about moons and werewolves and stuff.
So I'm going to ask that you go first. And
okay.
do my song to you first this week. And I have to shout out Dave Mattingly because This is his song that he gave me. What did Scott say?
He goes, I give it a week when it's re-released as Get Back in Your Gravy Boat.
Meaning what?
I think it's like re-releasing it as like a Thanksgiving song or something like that.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was saying Get Back in Your Gravy. He's like, Get Back in Your Gravy Boat.
Got it. Well done.
I'll give you a rim shot there, Scott.
I'm very literal sometimes and don't get jokes.
Yeah, well, this show is great because everybody gets to work out their shtick on this show, so I love it.
Yeah.
Everybody gets to work out their one-liners.
Yeah.
Turkey Day reference. Yep,
Got
Scott,
it.
you're great. I love it, buddy. Keep them all coming.
I'm so bad at
Keeps Amanda on her.
things.
Keeps Amanda
I
on
know.
her.
I'm like,
heels.
at least I ask.
You do. You do ask.
Like, what does that even mean?
It's all good.
Yeah, I really so Dave Manonley, I put 2 of his song suggestions to me this week on my list because I like the songs that much. So
Okay.
Dave, thank you so much for the songs that you gave me as suggestions. But the first song to you that I gave, I really like this song.
That would be. Let me just make sure I got. Yeah, the Kiko, and the Lavender Moon.
Yes.
Okay, I have thoughts on this song. So would you like me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. So Kiko and the Lavender Moon by Los Lobos. So my first instinct on this when I heard this song was I thought this was from a children's movie or a play or something or a book. Like I didn't know if it had a companion.
Interesting.
Because it felt like that. Like like I don't know, like, and it's not even close, but like the Studio Ghibli stuff and all that. But it's not even
Interesting.
close because it's not even. But like, say I like Kiki's Delivery Service, and so I don't know. Kiko and the
Well-
Lavender Moon remind me of like it sounds like a Studio Ghibli. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ghibli. But the Japanese animation studio puts out all those amazing animation films that are like amazing, like Spirited Away. I love, and so that's immediately I saw the title, my mind went right there.
Well, did you look and see that they performed this on Sesame Street?
Yes, and they renamed it
Elmo.
Yeah.
And the Lavender Moon.
Yeah,
But-
Elmo and the Lavender Moon.
So, I mean, I think maybe you're picking up on something that's true.
Yeah, well, it just felt like that because before I had even did my notes and all this, like I was like, "Oh, is this from something like a movie, a book, or a TV?" Like
Interesting.
it just felt like it would from a kids thing, which nothing makes it bad. I just thought it was
Yeah.
part of some like larger thing.
Which, let's be honest,
Yeah.
a lot of Amanda's music is kid-like.
This
I
is
like
true.
it.
But then the breakdown of the song, and I kind of got the vibes from this, but really the breakdown of the song, it does sound like a Studio Ghibli film, like animated film. So the song's about a magical, lonely character called Kiko who comes out at night to dance in dance. And from songfacts.com is saying they're saying in our interview with Los Lobos' drummer and songwriter Louis Perez, told us that he reflected upon his childhood when writing the lyrics. I took this remembrance of the little house that I grew up in Mom's dresser top altar and was able to fold that into a song. And so, yeah, in 1993, they re-performed this on Sesame Street and changing the lyrics to Elmo and the Lavender Moon. Now, what I thought about this, and this goes with a lot, this was released in 1992, by the way, guys. This goes along with Amanda's phase that she's been so vocal about over the last couple months, is that Amanda's in her jazz era right now, her jazz era. And so this song fits right in with your jazz era because Los Lobos went, like, everybody remembers Los Lobos. They did La Bamba soundtrack, huge. And Los Lobos is a great band, very successful. This record actually was sold so just by comparison, La Bamba sold 2 million records. This sold almost as much. This was their this was like their number 2. Sold more units than any other album in their 46-year career of original songs. Roughly 450,000 units were sold. So just because La Bamba was a soundtrack, obviously it was cover song, but original stuff. This is great for a band that isn't necessarily like a mainstream band.
Yeah.
And this is in 1992. So, but they do, now I haven't listened to this whole record, but apparently like they definitely dive into a lot of like kind of jazzier, psychedelic,
It's
more not like La Bamba basically.
Yeah, very similar to kind of the feel of this song, but different, obviously. Just a very much more laid back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Effortless listen, in my opinion.
Yes, effortless listen. I agree. And so it was definitely laid back, but it did have some Moon vibes to it.
Yeah.
And I like that. So let's check this out, and you guys let me know what you think of this if you haven't listened to it already. But this is, once again, this is Los Lobos with Kiko and the Lavender Moon. Let's check this out.
What I really like about this, I felt like it showcased a lot of their vocals.
Yeah, these guys are...
It was very layered.
These guys are sick musicians. Guys are all top players.
It's got a little bit of a haunting sound to it, though.
Yeah, I felt like it could have been in like a Tim Burton film. Like this could have been in Beetlejuice.
Yep.
Or like Corpse Bride or Coraline. One of those. Jazz, Parisian jazz.
Yeah, a lot of themes. Not a lot of lyrics, everyone.
Kiko and the Lavender Moon not playing makes believe nobody can see. And then he waits, and then he fades, and then he bends, and then he shakes. He plays and plays, still playing till he goes off to sleep. Kiko and the Lavender Moon not dancing, making faces at a big black cat. And then he flies up to the wall, stands on one foot, doesn't even fall.
Scott just nailed it.
Dance and dance, still dance until he goes off to sleep.
So, yeah, definitely very, very vibey. Very vibey on this one. And it's not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. I like it. It actually, the first time it took a few listens just because, yes. And I agree. And once again, Scott's statement here, and he just nailed this one. Mm-hmm. Jack Skellington in a bar type scene. Yep.
Absolutely.
1,000% could have been right out of Nightmare Before Christmas or, which would be like, not real, but like, I would like to, like a Jack Skellington, another Jack Skellington film where he's like at the bar lamenting about like how people just don't get Christmas. Because he's tired of Halloween, and he's saying he digs it. All right, very cool. Well, Dave is already coming in with his record rating. He's 4.8 for Los Lobos, like right away. 4.8 records for Los Lobos. He's on it already. So yeah, it took me a few listens just because I was kind of really getting into the song. I do because I saw Los Lobos on your thing, and right away I went to like La Bamba style, like
you expected a little bit
I expected
different.
that. So I was really surprised when we got this instead as far as I like it. I like it. It's not necessarily something I probably would have sought out and played on its own. Like, I'm not like searching out a lot of Los Lobos stuff in full transparency, but
you kind of forget about them.
I do.
Fair, right?
They're just not on my radar.
Yeah.
They're not on my radar, but I'm glad you sent me this song because I think the song is very cool. I dig it. So, for all that hoopla and build up. Now I think I'm going to give it a solid 3.5 records.
Okay.
It's right. It's not something I would have sought out, but I'm glad I heard it and I do enjoy it. Mm-hmm. Definitely would probably put it onto a playlist. Don't know if I would still choose to like go, let me listen to this song. Like, let me listen to Kiki and the Lavender Moon. But if I put it in a playlist and it's on, I don't know if I'm necessarily turning it off.
Would this be on a Halloween playlist? Do you feel like it
gives me Halloweeny vibes for sure. So I think for now it'd start there and we'd have to see how it would grow.
Sure.
It feels very seasonal to me though.
Okay.
That's my assessment now.
I can accept that, and 3.5 is not bad.
So
I thank
give you 3.5 records, and
receive that.
Tony's coming in with 2.9 for Kiko and Lavender. So it sounds like Jack and Sandy want Astro to go to sleep.
This is a good, that baby bopping.
Yeah.
Rockin', baby bopping, rockin'.
It is good for that.
I feel like I'm not offended by a 2.9 rating on this. I think it is a very, specific
It's different.
It is different. And if it's just not your taste in music, it's just not your taste in music.
Yeah, I think that's fine.
Your
you know,
point,
I mean,
I'm in my jazz era, so I'm like, I'm digging it.
She is in her jazz era, guys.
I don't know when I'm going to come out of it.
I don't know. You may never come out of it.
I may not. Like, this could just be me older.
Yeah, let's just see what happens once the holidays start. This is the test. Will it hold up through the holidays? Or are we just going to get old jazzy holiday songs from you?
I think we should put Jazz Christmas on the wheel of Christmas show things.
We might have to. Yeah, that's going to be a whole other thing. Oh, yeah, we have to look at that. I don't even know what that looks like. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Speaking of,
already
if you
taking
guys got
suggestions.
Ideas, yes, put the suggestions definitely in. We'll do another poll on that. Hey, and while we're talking about our Halloween songs, let's shout out Nicole Ray.
Yeah, for real. Oh my gosh, that's right. Thank you for doing that, because that is awesome.
Yes, Nicole Ray's Tombstone last week, and we had fun diving into it. Chris enjoyed it, thought her style was great. I loved the lyrics. I just thought it was fun. And do you know that sweet lady messaged us on IG and said, "Hey, thanks so much for reviewing it. It was fun to watch." Like, that meant so much to Chris and I. So thank you, Nicole Ray, for Ray with 2 Y's, because it matters.
Double Y, because it matters.
Double Y. Apparently, there's a porn star.
That's why it matters.
With 1 Y, and that's why it matters. She just seems like so much fun, just even with us communicating with her that little bit. I mean, it went back and forth a little bit, and
I was very nice of her to reach out.
What a fun personality. So
very
if
cool
you guys can, go give her a follow on IG, on TikTok, all the things. She's an artist that deserves some support. So go love on her a little.
Absolutely, yes. That was really nice of her to reach out and give us some kind words. And yeah, I thought we were really cool with the video, and she reshared it out and all that. So very cool. So yeah, if you guys missed last week's show, we did clip that out. It's on our YouTube channel. You can go back and watch our review and reaction of her video for Graveyard, which was a lot of fun to watch. It was good. It was very good. So. And I do want to quickly shout out too. I see the Fromcast people are on. I'm going to assume this is Alex saying, "Hey guys," and I do want to say thank you, because I was a guest on their show 2 weeks ago. I did a live after, I think it was episode 4, episode 5 of From, and it was great. It was late. It was a Sunday, but I did it, and we had a great time. So I appreciate you guys asking me to come on as a guest on that, which is also, you can of course watch them, follow them anywhere you get podcasts. They're on YouTube at what is Fromcast. You can check them out there, but we also have it up on our channel too. If you can't find it, it's also on our channel too. So really appreciate that. And I know Dave, I see some birthday stuff going on real quick here. Is it Dave's birthday? Oh, wait, what happened here?
What?
Oh, here we go. Speaking of cemeteries, for my birthday last week, my wife took me to the city's largest cemetery. We visited a graveyard. The teacher who wrote the happy birthday song. All right. Well, happy belated birthday, Dave Mattingly.
Okay. One day we're going to have to review the happy birthday song.
Yeah,
I have
think
lots
so.
of thoughts.
I do. Also, happy birthday to my amazing wife, Rachel.
Yes.
It was her birthday yesterday. So,
lots of belated
Lots of birthday. All these birthday celebrations.
Yay!
Happy birthday, everybody. Really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much for watching. And by the way, once again, if you're just tuning in now, welcome to Song Swap Showdown. If you're on Radio Garden State, hey guys, so glad you're listening. We are doing our song swaps for songs about the moon. And we just covered Los Lobos' Kiki and the Lavender Moon. Kiko and the Lavender Moon. Sorry, Kiko and the Lavender Moon. So, all right.
Yes. Okay,
and I give it a 3.5.
We know this show started at 8:15 and it's 9:04. We've only went through one song. So if you're just joining us, you haven't missed much except for a lot of fun banter. So go back and listen. But Chris's first song to me this week was Black Moon Creeping by the Black Crows. Mm-hmm. And you know what? I will admit, your playlist to me this week was a treat.
I was interested to hear what you would think of that.
It was a treat. I feel like this one in particular has an extremely soulful beginning. I mean, there's like harmonica, there's like, but it goes right into like a riff. Like it's interesting, the blend of layers that were happening.
Yep.
And I'll be honest, I was so enchanted by the music part, I didn't quite understand what the song even means.
Yeah, well, it's funny because the song is that when you read the lyrics to the song, it definitely gets like, I mean, you've got lyrics in this song. Let me get my so It was, first of all, it was written by both because there's brothers in the band, Chris and Rich Robinson. So Chris is the singer and Rich is the guitar player. And they both write all the songs together and they do it all, they hold brotherly fighting and stuff. Then they broke up and they got back together.
Family.
This is off of their, this is my favorite Black Crowes record, which is a Southern, I want to make sure I get it, Southern Harmony and Musical Companion. It was their second record that was released. Title. Yeah, and the lyrics to this song are really interesting because it's like, basically, what secrets do you keep? What secret do you sleep with when the black moon come? And there's all this like stuff about hiding. What do you got buried in your backyard? Like very, very, creepy stuff. Like, what are you doing under the black moon? Like, just interesting lyrics. Interesting lyrics that could be, I think, interpreted several ways. But I feel like, what's buried in your backyard type of thing. It's like
Don't go digging.
Don't go digging. You don't know what you're going to find. Best not to dig.
Could be a rug.
Could be a rug. Or could be something else. We don't know.
That's right.
This is what happens when you go digging in your backyard.
I know.
Under the moon. Under the black moon.
Under the black moon.
Yeah.
That's creepy.
Yeah. But I mean, it's an interesting song, and I think there could be interpreted a few ways. But I love this record. Talk about vibe. This record, start to finish, for me I feel like the Black Crowes are so locked in, and it was such a great progression from the Shake Your Moneymaker record. I don't know. Do you know the Black Crowes? Are you familiar with Hard to Handle?
Maybe.
I'm sure you've heard Hard to Handle.
Maybe.
Pretty little thing, let me light your candle, cause I'm sure hard to handle.
Oh, Marcus has sung that numerous of times.
Yes.
So I know that song.
Okay, because of Marcus.
Because of Marcus. There's always that Marcus and Owen.
See, but I would think that the Black Crowes would be a band that you would get into, considering they got that really great mix of Southern gospel, blues, little country. Like, they got a good blend.
It took me back to my lost years, right? We talk about those, like the late 90s. Years. And this was released in 92, I think. So I feel like it pulled me back to my lost years that I can't quite retrieve. Something happened during those years that my mind shouldn't remember.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to start unpacking that because who knows what we're going to find. Once again, don't go digging in backyards. Don't go digging.
Yes, this is my own tombstone in my brain.
Right. Compartmentalized.
And Tony says, I thought his name was Poor Marcus.
It is. Always and forever.
Definitely is. So let's play a little bit of Black Moon Creeping by the Black Crowes. Let's give our listeners a little treat. So if they don't know this song.
Yeah.
What a picture album cover there.
Yep.
Love me a harmonica.
Great riffs here. What a sound.
Song, but it doesn't feel like it.
No, it goes. What a groove. Great. I love that transition.
You are loving this so
Oh
much.
my God, this song's had so much groove. Oh, I could listen to this over and over again. I tell you, I love this record. I think this record is just outstanding. From the Black Crowes. It's a solid second record from them.
I feel like this song makes me want to actually listen to a record of theirs.
I should put together a Black Crowes mix for you.
Please
Is what I should do.
Knowing my style, so
Yeah.
you'd set me up to
Right.
enjoy it. So that would be helpful.
Yeah, and I will add the song suggestion that Dave's putting on there. Good morning, Captain. I will throw together like a playlist of what I think is a really good mix of Black Crowes music for you.
I appreciate that. That. Okay. So I feel like originally when I heard this song, I really was captivated like immediately by it because the harmonica got me.
Right.
Yeah, the harmonica almost doesn't seem appropriate, but somehow it works. You know what I mean? Like it's like a blend of.
Yeah.
Let's make this one a sandwich because it's a complicated sandwich.
All right, here we go. Here's the sandwich.
Okay,
What does the
okay.
sandwich look like?
So we got a harmonica here, which is like that soft pretzel bun.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So then we've got the riffs that come in. That's like a spicy mustard.
Okay.
Fair, right? Like
Fair. Yeah,
solid.
I think spicy mustard is a good like condiment to add into the sandwich.
Right. But then I feel like some of the singing and vocals isn't super great. So maybe like we put like a mortadella on there.
Interesting.
But then the chorus comes and you're like, that's the spice I was looking for. So we're gonna throw some capicola on there too.
Okay, listen, look at you sounding like you're from Jersey all of a sudden with the mortadella and the capicola. Look at you.
Yeah.
You sound like you're from Jersey. You sound like an East Coaster right now. What's
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank
look at you.
And then I'm probably gonna spoil it by saying something stupid like, let's add some pepper jack.
Yeah, that would ruin it.
But I'm not. So we're gonna add some provolone.
Some sharp
Some smoked provolone.
smoked
Provolone.
smoked with those meats. Okay.
Some pepperoncinis, and then the bottom of the bottom of the pretzel bun.
Okay.
Because I feel like this is a complicated song, and it requires a complicated sandwich. No veggies, because there's no room for veggies in this song.
No
There's
green
no
stuff.
room for Well, I guess a pepperoncini could be.
Yeah,
That's technically, but it's more of like I put that kind of like
count
as like dressing.
Yeah, it's another condiment. It's like pickles.
Yeah,
like,
yes, exactly.
Yeah. All right, so listen, I like the sandwich. I think it's pretty accurate.
Okay.
I think the singing in this song is actually really good, but I don't know, maybe I get what you're saying now. But it's
different, right?
It's a little more raw. The way the song is pieced together, it's just interesting, but it moves, like the transitions work. Like you're like from rhythms and stuff. I like this song a lot, and I was actually, of all the suggestions, because we got a lot of great suggestions from the community for this one, I was surprised I didn't see this one show up. But I am probably listen to Black Crowes more than
sure.
I know my sister gave a lot of good suggestions. She's usually good with the Black Crowes. I'm surprised she didn't put this on her list. But I was like, I gotta put this song because this song I think is definitely got it's obviously it's called Black Moon Creepin', and I just even love the name of that. Like it sounds like you're up to no good.
Well, yeah, that's why like that spicy brown mustard's important.
Yeah, the spicy brown mustard's important. I like that you went with some salty meats, by the way. The mortadella, the capicola. Look at you.
Yeah, so it's a sandwich that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense, and that's what the song is.
Okay,
All right. It's a recipe of a lot of things, and somehow it works. So for that, I'm like, really, I think this is a 4.2. I dug this song.
Okay.
I
weren't sure where you're going with this. I wasn't sure if I was going to get over the 4 hump, but there it is.
On this one, you sure are.
All right. And Tony is agreeing with you. Black Moon Creepin' 4.2. They'll always remind me as a honky tonk in-house band. Yes. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah. They show up at the juke joint and there's the Black Crowes playing in the corner. Like,
that's great.
Yeah, and Dave coming in with 3.0 for Black Moon Creeping for him.
And you know what? I can understand that too, though. You know what I mean? That's where this song kind of lands in that range of.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. But I really like this song a lot. I love your 4.2. I think that's very good. So thank you for the 4.2.
Oh, you're welcome.
I agree.
You're
And
welcome.
what do you guys think? Do you guys agree? We've already had some people weigh in. If you're listening to this post live or watching this post live, let us know in the comments below what you guys think of Black Moon Creeping by the Black Crowes, and also what you thought of Los Lobos' Kiko in the Lavender Moon. So real quick before we move on, I do want to remind everybody that, especially for our Radio Garden State listeners here, because, it's important to remind you guys that this week, this Saturday, is Jersey Fest.
That should be so good.
Oh my God. We are so excited, and we cannot wait for it. I can't even believe now it's like, 5 days away. It's Monday as we're recording this show, but for all of you watching live, we are very close, and it is at the Wonder Bar. And if you have not gotten your tickets yet, you got to get your tickets, and there's a few reasons why. First of all, it's going to be a great night. It's an absolute party. It's going to be an absolute party. Second of all, ticket prices are going up on.
Oh, today?
No,
Tomorrow?
They go up on here. Let me get the Jersey Fest thing up. Here we go. They are going up on Saturday, the day of the show. They're going up. So right now, you can get tickets for $20. That's it. You can get $20 a ticket.
Fair price.
Yeah, and for that price, you're getting 3 amazing bands: Kristen Sparaccio, the Hard Babies, and Dentist. I actually sent Amanda the little primer. I said, you're gonna love all these bands because I feel like they're all up your alley.
They are.
And especially the Hard Babies, because they're very girl group kind of. And they're all playing, and they're all excellent bands. We're really happy to have them all playing this show. And then we've also got great food partners as well.
No kidding.
Rutt's Hut with the Rippas. So coming for all you New Jersey people, you guys know how important it is. Coming from North Jersey down to the shore, you get to eat a certified official Rutt's Hut Rippa at the beach. Of course, Johnny's Pork Roll and Coffee, too, will be there slinging their awesome sandwiches. And here in New Jersey, we have the Great Debate, pork roll, Taylor ham. Honestly, doesn't matter. They're amazing sandwiches. So you definitely want to get your hands on that while you're there. And of course, we've got all these great breweries: Bina Bar, Ghost Hawk, Asbury Park, 902, Twin Lakes, Carton, Kane, Tom's River, Cape May. All the great breweries. And we have Asbury Park Distilling also behind the bar as well. And some other great surprises. And, maybe something with the lottery and all that. But listen, the venue, come down. It's the historic Wonder Bar. You guys in New Jersey know exactly how historic of a venue this is. It is going to be a great night. Get your tickets right now through Ticketmaster, because you can click the button right here on the website. Go to RadioGardenState.com, greetingsfromthegardenstate.com. Click to get your tickets now button. They all take you to the same place, Ticketmaster. And get your tickets, because if you wait till Saturday to get your tickets, the price is going up. So don't not delay. And by the way, you can win tickets this week. We are giving away a pair of tickets, not on this show, but on my morning show and Mike Ham's happy hour show on October 30th. We're going to give away a pair of tickets. I'm giving away a pair of tickets at 8 a.m. Mike's going to be giving away a pair of tickets at 5 p.m. And you can enter. The way to enter is to head over to Radio Garden State Instagram, and you'll see the post, and all you got to do is follow Radio Garden State, comment, and tag a friend, and you will be entered for a chance to win a pair of tickets for Jersey Fest. So, had to get that mentioned, since we are broadcasting live also on Radio Garden State.
Correct.
So
correct.
We got
I'm
listeners
excited
everywhere.
For you guys, that should be an amazing day.
I know. I wish you could come.
I
it's
wish
gonna
I
be
could
fun.
too. And I know the amount of work that goes into planning such a thing. And so I just want it to be so successful for the entire crew that's put a lot of hard work into it. And I want it to be successful for the people who are going to show up and enjoy it. Like, I want everyone to have an amazing time.
It should be a really, really fun time. So listen, guys, it's a perfect weekend before the holiday craziness. Come down, hang out with all of us here at Radio Garden State and all the bands and everybody there. It's going to be a really fun night. So hopefully you can join us. All right, guys, let's get back into the show.
We're so behind.
It's fine. We're going to pick it up right now. So Amanda, my second song to you. Oh, no, my second song. That's right. Yeah. So speaking of New Jersey, we have a New Jersey artist as your second song to me. Nicole Atkins from Asbury Park. Well, from Neptune, which is right next to Asbury Park. Yeah. But she's very much established in the Asbury Park music scene. Well, just the whole New Jersey music scene.
Sure.
So when I saw that on your playlist, I was like, "Ooh, look at you giving me some Jersey artists
Have
here."
you played
I like
her
it.
on Radio Garden State yet?
We have, yeah. She
Awesome.
is a staple on Radio Garden State.
I
so.
love that. Well, this is another Dave Manley suggestion. And
Yeah.
it came through, and I was like, ooh, I just like the sound of it so much. So Who Killed the Moonlight by Nicole
Who
Atkins.
Killed the Moonlight? I love it. And interesting, too, with this whole record in particular called Slow Phaser, she recorded this album in Sweden with producer Tor Johansson, who's also worked with the Cardigans, who, I love the Cardigans,
Yep.
And Franz Ferdinand. So two, artists you may or may not have heard of before.
Sure.
Probably you've heard of them. I think you've heard a little song called Love Fool. But anyway, so she worked with him on this record. And this was she also worked with him on her debut record, which was called Neptune City.
Which is very cool.
From New Jersey. And I really thought that this was a cool tune. Out of all the songs you gave me this week, this was my favorite one.
Okay.
This was my favorite one. Not just because it's Nicole Atkins from New Jersey. I actually really dug this song. I thought the arrangement was cool. I thought the instrumentation, I liked the production. And I think Nicole Atkins really does have a good voice. I mean, she's extremely talented. And
It's a very unique
and it is unique,
voice,
yes.
which I love.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed this song. I'm not gonna sit there and say, oh, I'm a huge Nicole Atkins fan.
Of course.
But I do enjoy when I hear her, especially when we play her here on the station as well. And I just thought this was cool. I thought it was cool. And she was also talking about too, when they made the music video for this, it's sort of a short film. And so if you guys have never seen the music video, it's actually interesting, but it's animated. She worked with Romanian-born, German-based animator Inka Hopner, and it tells a tale of well, I guess you'll have to see it. I don't want to give it away. But basically, it's basically, but it was a real life event that occurred after the work of the video began when things got creepier. And she says it was the week of the blood moon when they did this. And on that evening, that rare full moon, 800,000 bunkerfish died in a river by her house. So really, really freaky stuff. Yeah. So all right. So let's check out. This great tune.
Moonlight
Who
by
Killed
Nicole
the Moonlight?
Atkins.
Let's do it. Let's get this going. I like this cover.
I know. I was just gonna say the colors of it.
It's a cool tune.
We are by the riverside. In the water, the moon is dying.
I love that part.
I can hear this being in True Detective.
Burning bright, beating last breaths to the tide. Here we stand still and desire.
It's like a heart beating kind of.
Yeah.
Bless me 3 times.
Old country
Stay with you in morning light. Hey, I'm never gonna let you down. We shouldn't have to say goodbye when the moon falls from the sky. Time flies fast and can be unkind. There's too much to leave behind. And the moon falls from the sky. Hey, I'm never gonna let you down. I swear, no, not this time. I'm never gonna let you down.
So I love this song. I'm gonna give you some points why I really dig this song.
Okay.
And by the way, guys, usually when we have extra time, if we have time, we always say for Radio Garden State listeners, stay tuned, even though we end the show, because we will play songs from the playlist if we have time. But points about the song, and this is why I wanted to make the note about the producer, because he's worked with the Cardigans, and this song, I know we say bait and switch a lot, right? So this song literally starts out as almost like a rockabilly kind of country-esque twang, and that like that old school country riff, and then all of a sudden it goes into this ABBA esque Blondie chorus,
It's
right?
Yeah.
And so, and this is why I wanted to bring it, because he is a Swedish producer, and as we all know, unless you don't, but the Swedes have got the market cornered on catchy. They actually have done the science on this, and they know exactly like the right notes and the right things to do to make a song pop, especially on the choruses. And so this makes all the sense in the world why this chorus sounds like this, especially knowing his pedigree of who he's worked with, the Cardigans. And I'm like, all of a sudden it goes into like ABBA, Cardigans, Blondie, like, and then goes back into like this like,
Who killed the moonlight?
yeah, this like gospely,
Deep down.
country, deep down, rockabilly kind of. So the song is a bait and switch, but in all the great ways. Because I did not expect the chorus to be like this, like almost like a little beat behind it. Like what?
Yeah.
And I don't know how it works, but it totally worked in my eyes. So I really enjoyed this song because I did not expect that at all. And I thought it was really cool. And then I love how it goes back into like that, like, yeah, who killed the moonlight? Just very cool, very moody to like a pop song, back into the moodiness. And yeah, and I could definitely see it working on like a show like a True Detective or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, you know, a really moody procedural detective, borderline occultish,
Stalkish,
supernatural. Like, we're not sure. Is it really supernatural, or is it all, you know, actually all very explainable?
Well, which Tony's coming in with Who Killed the Moonlight is a 3.4.
Ooh.
Great. Feels like a crossover from The Craft to Practical Magic 2. Like, I get 100% what you're saying there.
Yeah, I get that too. I think that's a really great analogy. And that it does feel like it's got some witchy vibes to it. But that's down south witchy, which is funny because she's from New Jersey. But it sounds a little more swampy. I like, and so New Jersey does have a lot of swamp, so I shouldn't be surprised about that. I mean, Bruce Springsteen sings somewhere in the swamps of Jersey for a reason. I mean, the entire Meadowlands and Giant Stadium is built on a swamp, so. And I'm pretty sure half of Wharton is a swamp too. FYI, all my Wharton peeps. Yeah, and we do have a lot of swamps here in Jersey, so I take all that back. I take it all. Down in Atlantic City, there's all swamps. So I really like this song. I actually added this to the Witch playlist that I shared with you. Because I've been making some playlists, everybody. So I've been posting them, and I actually did a little like audio show of like witchy tunes in our Patreon. But I did put together a Wolf one too, so those are all I've been posting them. But yeah, I did add this then later on after you sent it to me. I added it to the witchy playlist of witchy kind of songs, and I really dig this one. I think it's cool. And I would listen to this again. And I would choose to listen to this one because I really did enjoy it. So I am going to give this one a 4.3.
Nice.
4.3 records for me. What do you guys think? How would you rate Nicole Atkins' really cool song? I think this is a really cool song. This is Who Killed the Moonlight by Nicole Atkins. So how would you guys rate that on a scale of 1 to 5 records? We'd love to hear from you. Let us know.
So where we're at so far, Kiko and the Lavender Moon, 3.5, you rated it?
Yep.
And then I gave Black Moon Creeping a 4.2, so Who Killed the Moonlight, a 4.3. I think we're doing pretty good for this. Moon slash
I think so.
Werewolf.
I think so. I think we're doing A-OK.
A-OK is right. Okay, so we're moving slow again, but listen, we're finally into Chris's second song to me, which is The Wolf by Whiskey Myers.
Listen, we are on the air till 10:15, so
this is true.
We're fine.
Listeners, we appreciate you hanging in there, but I think we're having a good time.
We're having a great time. Listen, just the fact that you guys, we started to show off with the conversation, thank you, Tony, once again, of the vampire cop
that hilarious
dilemma of uninvited. I'm the only one. You guys go back and listen to that part, and then the whole bonus song. So there's a lot of bonuses happening today.
There's a lot of bonus. I can't wait to ask Marcus and Owen about that question too. So thank you again.
You should ask your TikTok community since you have like you have 1 million followers on TikTok.
Only 7,500, but I need 1 million. So everyone, go find me. Shameless plug there. Okay, so back to the show. The Wolf by Whiskey Myers. So this one was my favorite song.
I thought it might be.
It was. Now, lyrically, like, whoo, I love the lyrics. They're fabulous. And just the thought behind the song is like that survival.
Yeah.
Survive at all costs for your family. Do what you got to do to put it on the table.
Yep. Yeah.
loved it.
I love it. It's like awakening the inner wolf inside of you.
Yeah.
Which is very apropos.
Absolutely. My favorite lyrics are, "You're playing for fun, I'm playing to eat."
That's right. That's right.
Which, I mean, is a play off of, the wolf and,
Of
that
course.
type of thing. But, I mean, yeah, some people are playing for fun, for funsies. And then some people are like, no, I'm coming to gobble up everything you left behind.
Yeah. Yeah. Some people are like that.
If
They're just straight up predators.
Yes. Yes. But then there's the people who are like, nope, like out of necessity, like,
Right.
I got a play to eat.
Yeah.
Because my family's depending on it. So I felt like this song meets people kind of in any season that they're in their life.
Yeah.
And I really dug it. Like, I really, really dug this song.
That's a cool perspective. Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, Whiskey Myers isn't like a band that I have like, oh my god, I'm a big Whiskey Myers fan.
Sure.
I would say this is a band that has shown up on my radar. It seems that this is Spotify too. This is one of the things I do like about Spotify.
Agreed.
Not that they sponsor us, but like they do start to recommend things, or you listen to something and it'll go, it just starts playing things like that sound like this, right?
Yeah.
And Whiskey Myers has actually come up a few times as something that Spotify recommended. And when I was doing research for this episode and looking for songs and making my list, this song popped up on a list. And I said, you know what? Let me listen to this one. And I go, this is really cool. And I think this would be interesting to stick right in the middle of my playlist. Because I felt like it was a nice, if we're doing playlists as a sandwich, I thought this was a good meat in the middle of my playlist sandwich. A lot of talk about sandwiches and deli meat today.
Yeah, we're all hungry. But yeah, this was the meatiest. This was the protein of the show today, in my opinion. It was the protein of the show.
Okay. I like that. Protein of the show.
Yeah, like
right.
This was the most beneficial.
It's
I
a
think,
cool tune, man.
lyrically. Yeah, it's a really cool tune. And musically, it's a treat to my ears, too. So let's play a little bit and see what our listeners think. Do they like The Wolf by Whiskey Myers?
Did it make your ears bleed?
No, not at all.
Also, very cool
Not at all.
cover, too, by the way. Some cool cover art. Let me bring this up. Look at that cover art. It's like a heart plugged in with speakers in the middle of, like, Cowboy Desert. I don't know. The whole thing looks awesome. The name of the record's called Torn. I don't know. I like this. I want a print of this, actually. I think this is very cool.
It is really neat.
Yeah.
Kind of makes me think Stranger Thing-ish a little bit.
Yeah, it does have a
the
Stranger.
Colors.
It's like Cowboy Stranger Things. Or country. I don't know. Whatever. These guys are country rock, I guess. How would you describe their sound? Like Southern country rock kind of a thing? Yeah. All right, so let's hear it. Here's The Wolf by Whiskey Myers. What a riff.
They just jump right into it.
That's great. Like, you're in for a good time right now.
Yeah.
Coming for you.
Ladle lands.
Like, boom.
Yeah, I kissed my wife goodbye, had let the moonlight, time to make some money, everything's gonna be alright. They try to hold me down, but can't nothing last forever. I feel it in my bones, there's a change in the weather, put me back in the saddle, out on the road. This way I make a living is the only way I know. You're messing with some forces that your mind can't comprehend. I done been to the bottom, I ain't going back again. So who in the hell you think you're playing with now? You done fucked around and let the wolf out. And I'll be prowling while you sleep. You were playing for fun, I'm playing to eat.
It's badass.
It has, and people might disagree, but I feel like it has some Kid Rock qualities to it.
Through the stormy skies and
I see where you're going with it.
You know what I mean? Not the music part of it, but the sound of
Not just cheesiness of Kid
singer.
Rock.
Yeah.
uncut and self-made. 'Cause I was born a rebel doing battle with the devil. How the hell you gonna stop me when you ain't on my level? You ain't seen the things I've seen or done, the things I've done. All just to survive another trip around the sun. So who in the hell you think you're playing with now?
What a chorus.
Around and let the wolf out. And I'll be prowling while you sleep. You were playing for fun, I'm playing to eat.
I'm telling you, this track slams. This track slams.
This is like the ultimate F around and find out song.
Yes. I love it.
You know, like
yes.
This is on my Working Through Life playlist now.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like that really like you need that push to like not get this. I don't feel like this is a song about getting revenge. This is a song like leveling up.
Yeah, leveling up. Get out of my way.
Yeah.
Don't be in my way.
Oh, who do you think you are? Like to play with me? Like, okay, here we go. Game
yeah.
on.
Yeah, exactly. I really do. I don't know. The song hit me in a good way. I love the riff. I'm such a sucker for good riffs.
I know you are.
and I dug the production on this, and I like the big chorus, and it's just cool. Like it hit me, and I like the guitar sound. I think is really cool. I like the super fuzzed out kind of thing, and everything about it. I checked all the boxes for me. And then on top of that was about the wolf, and I was like, this fits in with our theme for today. Like
it did. It's very unpolished for being polished.
Yeah, it's just straight up like rock. I mean, these guys, I guess,
it's
like
nice.
it's like I guess Southern rock is where I guess I'm going with this. I mean, it's a Southern rock, and these guys are from Texas, and they've put out 6 albums so far, and I think this was the latest one. I think this was released in 2022. I think something like that.
Which. You know, it's the sound of it. You're not really sure where it nestles in, right? Like, it could be 90s.
And they're on tour right now too. Actually,
I'm on their website.
I'm on their website right now, and they are touring.
They seem they probably are very cool.
They're doing all LA, Florida, Texas, Nevada, Arizona, Oklahoma.
Nice.
Alabama. Sorry, no Michigan.
No Michigan.
At least not yet. Not on this leg.
That's okay. I'm not a huge concert goer, as we all
Or
know.
Nashville. Maybe not. No Nashville, I see. But that could... Oh, wait. Oh, Johnson City, Tennessee. Dave, if you're into it. Oh, it's June 25th. That's next year. So it looks like they started... They just started touring, actually today, in Alabama.
How timely.
Alabama, and I swear I'm just looking at this now, and then they're going all the dates up until next June. I'm sure they'll add some more, but they're playing at Freedom Hall actually in Johnson City on June 25th. Dave, I don't know where that is, but
we wish them the best on this tour.
Yeah. Anyway, I like the song. I think the song's cool. I kind of want to get into more stuff by Whiskey Myers.
By Whiskey Myers.
It's a great name too.
It is. It very much is. So This was my favorite song. Yeah, I really liked your other songs this week. But this one's coming in at a 4.6.
Wow. Unexpected.
Yes, for myself too.
Unexpected rating.
Well, I just really, when you hear these lyrics, I just love the lyrics and what this song is about.
Yeah.
Something in it just really, my soul feels it. And I feel like this could be like a new little like anthem for myself.
Might be. Could be. I would like this to be your new anthem.
I'm feeling a little like it's very empowering.
It is. I like it. I like this for you. It fits good on you. Fits good. Looks good.
Looks good on me?
Looks good on you. Okay. Tony's saying the Wolf gets a 3.7. Not a fan of the auto-tune sound. Too much reverb on the vocals for the music. Okay.
Fair enough.
Still 3.7. Not bad though.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Above
I like
average.
it.
All right.
I like it. All right, everybody. Well, listen.
Good scores today.
Good scores. You guys, of course, let us know. What did you think of Whiskey Myers? The Wolf. Love it. Great name. Great name. Great name. So, of course, guys, real quick, do want to point out that I want to say thank you once again to our sponsor for the entire month of October, guys, has been Cardiac Attack Coffee. Get your heart pumping, guys, at Cardiac Attack Coffee. We love these guys. They are great. We love their story. They're Jersey coffee, strong flavor pack, single origin coffee, whether you want dark, medium, light. They got cold packs. Look at this sick merch they have. By the way, I'm showing this, so for all you guys listening in, you can't see it. But go back to the video. Just go over to cardiacattackcoffee.com because that's where you'll see all this sick merch, glassware, mugs, more. But really, their coffee is great. I have been living off this coffee now for the last month, and I absolutely dig it. You know, I got to tell you, and Amanda and I, we talk about this all the time because Amanda and I take coffee very seriously.
Extremely seriously.
We don't screw around when it comes to our coffee.
Don't.
And I'll tell you, some coffees I have, and I don't know if this happens to you, but some coffees I have, I get heartburn. I mean, I'm old, right? So this happens. I get heartburn and
especially the stronger it is.
Yeah. So I don't switch around much because of that. But these guys, I have been drinking their coffee now for a month, and zero heartburn. definitely get your heart pumping in all the right ways. Absolutely love it. Support them. They're local Jersey. They ship everywhere. And guess what? Because they are a sponsor of our show, if you use the code Song Swap Showdown at checkout, you get 15% off your entire order, whether it's merch, coffee, glassware, mugs, the whole thing, whatever it is. I highly recommend the coffee. They've also got these cool cold brew packs too, which I think are really cool. They've actually been doing these like different packages with a mason jar, and they got cinnamon roll.
I'm such a sucker for a mason jar. Like
pumpkin pie.
Yum.
Fruity Pebbles. Mocha cold. Look at chocolate chip mint.
All the things.
Ah, it's so good. It's all good. I wish I had all the coffee.
They're doing it right.
They are. And now they have variety packs now too. That's a new thing. I just saw them put out on Instagram, and so they are doing variety packs too. So if you want to give a little sampler of everything and see which one you like most, you could do that as well. So listen, guys, once again, Cardiac Attack Coffee, get your heart pumping right now. Use the code Song Swap Showdown at checkout when you head over to cardiacattackcoffee.com. Do it. Amanda says do it. Amanda, do what you do to me.
Please, and thank you.
Tell them Amanda sent you.
Or Song Swap Showdown. That's the code.
Or Song Swap. Yeah, use the code Song Swap Showdown.
Use the code.
Not Amanda sent you. That's not the code.
There won't be no discount for that. Like
no,
Chris
they may actually take more money from you because of that. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Just kidding. No, it's a great coffee. We really appreciate it. Flavored coffee isn't coffee. So it's not all flavored coffee though. They have a dark. Listen, I'm defending our sponsor. Dark, medium, and light roast, straight up coffee. And then they have the flavored stuff for the cold brew packs.
Stuff. Yeah,
yes.
I feel
something for everybody.
Listen, Tony is coming in with these like questions today. Like, is flavor coffee even coffee? He's trying to derail us again.
Derailing again. Listen, guys, all that matters is you go over to cardiacattackcoffee.com, use that code, buy some coffee, get a pack, give it to a friend.
Please.
You got a friend who likes coffee? Buy it. So, all right. Let's get into our third and final songs here.
This has been a marathon, and I'm loving every second of it.
Yeah. All right. So your final song to me was Regina Spector, Small Town Moon. Now, Amanda, talk to me about Regina Spector.
So don't know much about her because she's newly discovered by me, as the songs on this show often are. But man, this song tugged at my heartstrings.
So I have known about Regina Spector for a few years now.
Really?
Yeah. So and what's interesting about her is that she's a Russian-born American singer. She's a songwriter. She's also a great pianist. And you know, she was born in 1980, so she's kind of an 80s kid, but she's in our
bracket.
But where she really popped here was in the New York area, and she did like 3 self-releases on her own. She used to play all over the place here. Like you would see Regina Spektor's name and all the little
that is so cool.
clubs and bars. Like she was very much a staple around here. And then she did get signed to Sire Records and eventually released her debut, I think, on her major label debut in 2004. And she actually hit some mainstream, like she actually, got some mainstream certification there. And then she released her 4th record and went to gold. It went gold. And she had her other 2 albums, Far and From What We Saw from the Cheap Seats, all debuted at number 3 on the Billboard 200.
Which is significant.
Yeah. And in June 11th, 2019, then New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio pronounced Regina Spector Day in New York. And she was also inducted in the Bronx Walk of Fame on May 18th, 2019 by Borough President Ruben Diaz. So she is a New Yorker. So she has been a staple in the scene. But yeah, she's had some good mainstream success.
Well decorated.
Now, I will say, I don't care for all her music. Some of her stuff is a little hit and miss for me, but I like her unique voice, and I think she's a really great talent, Regina Spector. So sometimes I'm like really into the stuff she's doing, and sometimes it doesn't hit me the way I want. This song in particular was my least favorite of your 3.
Ooh, okay. Well, okay.
But it's interesting enough. Okay. And that's what the thing with her is, she does these interesting arrangements of her songs that I think just make her different and unique from a lot of artists, which I like. I like that she's not a paint by the numbers like singer songwriter in any stretch of the imagination. She still holds on to her indie roots, which I dig. You know, she's got that punk rock vibe for sure, and she's just got a great vibe and aesthetic and all that. So I think her whole like Regina Spector image and thing that her brand is really cool. And listen, there's tons and tons of information about Regina Spector. You guys can Google this and find out. But this song in particular wasn't my favorite. Okay. But I thought it was cool.
That's okay. That is okay, Chris Beck.
But it had cool parts. So let's listen to it.
Okay.
Let's hear some Regina Spector, guys.
Let's do Small Town Moon.
Small Town Moon here. Let's get this queued up.
She's adorable.
Yeah, and she's a really good pianist. Like,
I must have left 1,000 times, but every day begins the same. 'Cause there's a small town in my mind. How can I leave without hurting everyone that made me? How can I leave without hurting everyone that made me? Oh baby, baby, it's all about the moon.
jazz era.
I mean, broke my camera.
I like.
Yes, her choppiness of it.
Chord changes. Very cool.
Today we're younger than we ever gonna be.
Isn't that line powerful?
Today
It
we're
is.
younger than we ever gonna be. Woo! Today we're younger than we ever gonna be. Stop, stop, what's the hurry? Come on, baby, don't you worry, worry. Yeah, everybody not so nice, nice. Everybody not so nice, nice. Stop, stop, what's the hurry? Come on, baby, don't you worry, worry. Everybody not so nice, nice. Everybody not so nice, nice. Thought you ought to know by now. I thought you ought to know by now. Everybody not so nice, nice. Everybody not so nice, nice. Oh baby, 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 baby,
It's
baby,
such
baby,
an
baby,
adventure.
baby, baby, it's all
It is.
about the moon.
Yeah.
I must have left 1,000 times.
So, yeah, it's a good tune. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, we could listen to the whole thing, but you know what? Once again, if we finish up early, we'll play these songs. So real quick, here's my fast assessment of the song. You could definitely tell, and even though I don't know, but it sounds. Two things came to my mind. One, it sounded very Beatles-esque to me because you know how the Beatles did the progressions and all that, and they would do things.
Okay.
And so there was a lot of Beatles for me that I heard. Number two is the one part, especially before like it kind of got like bigger with the rock. It sounded like it was like she was performing it with some kind of school band, like they're in kindergarten and like you know it's like okay, you hit the tambourine and you hit the like it had a very school instrument vibe to it. You know how, like when like Jimmy Fallon would do that with like the Roots and stuff, and they're
More
like
cowbell.
this song but played on all grade school instruments.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's usually very good.
Yeah, no, it's great. I'm not saying it, but that's the vibe that I got. Is that it had a Sesame Street quality to it with like.
Well, Tony coming in and saying Small Town Moon is getting a 2.0. Not a fan.
Yeah.
Sounds like she's getting small electric waves or electric shocks to make her keep singing, in his humble opinion. So I fully admit I understand this song is not for everybody.
It's an acquired taste, especially knowing that like she's got Annie DeFranco as one of her and Joni Mitchell as her influences, which both great artists, very adventurous, and could care less what anybody, but like they took chances, and Regina Spector takes chances with her music. So I'm just, you know.
I will say, so this song, why I feel like I relate to this song and can follow it so much is if I were writing down a song or a book, I'm writing my notes. It's as if she's singing her notes. right? Like it's kind of chopped up. Like
Yes.
she has like a full song theme in her head, but these are her notes of the things she wants to cover in this song, and she doesn't fill in the blanks, and she doesn't transition. When she gets to a new thought, that's when she changes the music.
Yeah, it's
You know what
very
I mean? Like, yeah. So
yeah.
like,
it's like she's writing it as she's singing it.
Yeah. Yes. Everyone's so mean, so mean, so mean, so mean. And then
Yeah.
on to the different thoughts.
Like I'm still working it out, but
Yes,
like I'm gonna
but
leave it. Yeah.
This is the finished product. at
It's
the
a
same
stream of
time.
consciousness, yeah. Yeah, and say it's a Beatles-esque, which is why I probably don't like it. Yeah, I get that. But that's the feeling that I get. It sounds like she's singing your murder board.
We now have a theme song for my murder board. Yes, Tony. Yes, this is why I relate to it so much. I follow Small Town Moon so well by Regina.
That's right. So for anybody that's never seen Amanda's murder board, we have it up. There's actually two versions. There's that one, and then there's this one.
Yeah, this is a great song to go along
with your murder board.
With my brain, how my brain works during it. Mm-hmm. This is we've got it.
Very well said. Very well said. So all right,
He
so
knows us.
where's my rating? Where do I fall on the rating scale of 1 to 5 records? So like I said, it wasn't my out of your 3 songs, this was my least favorite. I didn't hate it, but I didn't necessarily love it.
Understood.
So I'm just gonna go with that. I wouldn't choose to put this one on, and I might skip it when it comes up in our playlist.
Okay.
I might hit the skip button.
That is
Maybe.
okay.
I don't know.
Depends how far away you are from it. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
So right now I'm feeling a very 2.6 kind of vibes on this one.
So lower than I hoped, but also I respect that, Chris.
It's just where I'm at with it. And the thing is coming off of the Nicole Atkins song. Once again, not because she's a Jersey, but I really enjoyed that song. I thought it was really cool, and I loved how that song moved. And I enjoyed your first song to me. So I enjoyed the Los Lobos song. So I thought with those two songs, the third that one just it didn't finish the job for me.
So Chris really liked Dave's choices.
Yes.
But
Sounds like
not
she's
Amanda's
singing your
choice.
murder board. Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, so that's where I'm at. But
think
we should do Dave's choices though before we move on, right?
Well, 2 of my 3 for myself are included in my list to you. So
Yeah.
let's do. So mine. The only one that I didn't add to it was Van Morrison's Moon Dance. I thought that's just so like overplayed. I almost
Great
went 3
song.
for 3
Great
and
song.
risked it, but I was like, everyone knows that one.
I would have given it, but here's my rating: 5.
Right,
It's a 5 record. I don't get sick of hearing Moondance, by the way.
Same, and I just really love digging a little bit deeper now that we're on season 4 of our show, about to go into season 5. You know, I like finding
challenge,
those challenges. So great recommendations, Dave.
Great
2/3
recommendations.
of them were used.
Yeah. All right, and then he did his recommendations. Where'd it go? I just had them up. Oh,
Here is your
Thank you.
recommendations.
I couldn't find it. Oh, okay. So, Moon Songs for Chris. Beth Orton Moon. Haven't heard that one. I know who Beth Orton is, but I didn't hear that one. Holy Model or Modal Rounders? Holy Modal? I don't know.
Sure. We can't English
but
very
it's
well,
called-
let's remember.
Called Werewolf. And the Sponge Monkeys, we like the moon. Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. You know, I actually had that video queued up. I was going to do that. I was like, oh, we should watch this today. But I'm like, I don't know if we're going to have enough time. If anybody remembers those Quiznos commercials
Ooh, Quiznos.
with the weird things, the creatures that like sang and all that, and it kind of tanked was the reason Quiznos tanked. That's the Sponge Monkeys. We like the moon. It's crazy.
And we've missed Ian.
I
but
know, the
because
time
of the
changed.
time change. So hopefully in the next week or so he can hop back on because he's watching all the way from Australia. So Dave's songs for Ian from Australia is King Harvest, Dancing in the Moonlight.
Classic 5 record song. It is.
Porno.
Dancing in the moonlight.
Very strong song. And then Porno for Pyros.
Yep, Tahitian Moon.
Tahitian Moon.
Yep, that was Perry Farrell's band from Jane's Addiction. He did back during Lollapalooza days.
Look at you all knowing that.
Yes.
Porno for Pyros. I just don't know that I could say that out loud. and I
There's a
did.
song, you probably don't know the song, but there's a We Make Great Pets, We Make Great Pets, We Make Great, about aliens coming to, and making pets out of humans. That's the name of it.
I don't know that one.
You want me to keep singing it? No.
I'm sure it sounds just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Man on the Moon.
R.E.M. Great song.
Yep.
Great song.
Can't.
Not a 5 record for me, but it's a good song.
I think there might be some overplayage there that causes me to agree with you there, but
Definitely some overplayage.
outstanding song.
Yeah.
Outstanding song.
All right, guys. My last song to Amanda Sharp.
Which was another winner in my book was Wolfman by Suzie True. Cute name.
Yes.
I couldn't really find a whole lot of facts about this song, so I don't know what you have to share.
Not a lot of facts, just facts just about the band.
Yeah.
Because it's not Suzie True isn't the name of it's the band's name is called Suzie True, not the actual person. There's 3 women in this band, and they just call themselves Suzie True.
Because NoKillMag.com has them down as the Powerpuff Girls of pop punk.
Yes.
And I thought that sounds right.
That's a great description. That's what it sounds like to me when I hear it. And of course, I'm such a sucker for this kind of a sound. Like, it's everybody who knows me. You've been doing the show with me long enough. You know I'm a complete sucker for things that sound like that. So
this is true. So,
but I thought it was fitting great with the theme.
But yeah, this was a really catchy tune. I liked it. I honestly, your 3 songs to me this week were really great.
Put a lot of thought into this week's.
You did good.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
Thank you. All right, so should we play this?
Yeah, let's play a little bit.
All right, so here is Suzie True, Wolfman. Let's check this out. It's a good tune. Love it. Super dirty and garagey. Love it. Garagey, fuzzed out. Oh, everything. Checks all the boxes. Should I let go a little bit more?
Sure. Tony throwing you under the bus saying Chris is a sucker for girl-fronted bands in general, and you are right.
Guilty as charged. So dirty style. Love it.
You know, I never would have, for this show, I didn't know what dirty sounded like. Now I do. Now I know what you mean when you say that.
Dirty. Love it. Fuzzed out. Oh, love it. There's something about like super fuzzed out, dirty sounding, like rock and roll over like super catchy pop, like sounding lyrics and just I love it.
That's a mouthful, but we all tracked what you were saying.
Did you?
We really did. Well, at least the normal listeners did. New listeners, it may take them a couple times of watching us to know what you mean, but we get it.
Okay.
And Tony coming in with Wolfman 3.5, not bad. Cookie cutter pop punk sound, wouldn't skip it. Now I think that's fair.
Very fair. I don't disagree with that. It is. It's very like cookie cutter by the numbers, but it's all about the execution. It's about the execution. And he knows what I mean. You know what I mean. It's about the execution and the attitude and the swagger and just the way you deliver it. Like, I love it. It's good.
I feel like you can hear a little bit of the attitude in the singing. There's
Yeah.
like that I don't give a crap sound a little bit.
Yeah.
In their delivery.
Yeah, it's a little like, laid back, kind of like, it just, I don't know. It's like it's like, let's turn on the mics and let's pound this one out. And that's it. All right,
And
that's
they do.
good. Sounds great. Let's go. Print it. Let's go. Let's move on to the next song. I'm sure that's not what happened, but it sounds like that to me.
Well, and that could be, I mean, I don't find this song boring. Like, I really don't. But I think the cookie cutter term there is probably very appropriate for where my mind's thinking. Like, it's kind of
very
like,
bubblegum pop.
All right, now we got to sing this one, so let's sing it. So
It's
I
very
feel like-
bubblegum pop. It's formulaic.
Yeah,
it is.
I feel like the passion isn't in this one, but I still enjoy it.
It's a fun one.
So
It's a banger.
I'm gonna duplicate Tony's and give it a 3.5.
It's a banger.
Which is not bad. And that makes you the winner of today's Moon/Werewolf show. Congratulations, Chris Bagley. How does it feel to win this one?
Ladies and gentlemen, it feels great to win our final Halloween episode of Song Swap Showdown. The game of Song Swap Showdown.
That's right.
I have won.
Could you imagine if we had a game?
A board game.
A board game, Song Swap Showdown board game that would be kind of like Trivia Pursuit, but not.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, but not.
With song facts and stuff like that. That would
Oh my gosh, that would be great.
phenomenal.
That would be a ton of fun.
We would play it.
Song facts. What you guys
Song
do?
facts. Yeah, Song Swap Showdown song facts. Trivia game.
Yeah, it could be. I
That
like
could be
that.
something you guys, be on the lookout.
Be on the lookout for that one.
All right, so basically, Chris, you are the winner of this show. I'm very proud of you. I
Thank
think
you.
what a good show, what a good playlist to wrap up our Halloween themes for October. I've personally had a blast doing all of
This
these with
has
you.
been a great show. A lot of fun. All these Halloween shows have been just tons of fun. Like, I love this time of year, and the music is great because people, it's fun trying to find like songs that fit with the theme and all that. So I've just had a blast doing these. I hope you guys have enjoyed listening to these and watching them and going back and all that. I mean, it's always like one of these things. I mean, I do these episodes, we're not sure, and then like 5 months later, we start to see people like, oh, we finally listened to your episode. So it's like people seem to discover them later on, but that's all good. We're glad that you discover them. Hopefully, you guys have liked them and played along with us and have just enjoyed doing this as much as we have enjoyed making these
Absolutely.
for all of you. So thank you. All right. So, as we're getting close to the end, like the end, we do have one order of business left, one
right.
piece of business left.
And that
And
is-
let me make sure I got the video up here before. Okay, now you can do it.
it is time to spin that wheel of show themes.
All right, show theme time.
Regular theme show themes.
Yes,
We're back to regular
absolutely.
programming for a few weeks, just a few.
For a few weeks until the holidays kick in. And by the way, once again, as Amanda was asking before, we do need to update the holiday wheel. We haven't looked at it in over a year. So let the suggestions for holiday themes commence. We will post it on our Facebook page too, and we'll pin it so that way you guys can leave a running tally of ideas. Does that sound fair? That sounds good.
That sounds great.
Because nobody goes like, we can post in other places, but nobody seems to care any other places except Facebook. So Facebook,
This
it
is
will
true.
be. Yeah,
This is true.
no one really cares about the other platforms
Man,
when it comes
look-
to that.
Look how full this wheel is compared
now-
to our Halloween one that looked so pitiful come last week.
Now I will say I'm not sure how updated this is because
That's
I
okay.
haven't.
We can
back
spin
up.
again if we need to.
Yeah, so let's spin it and let's see
Let's see
what
what
next
happens.
show theme will be.
Spin that wheel.
What do we got here?
Oh, what do we got? It's a nail biter. No scream.
I know you've been waiting for this. This is one of your ideas, by the way. I know this is. Because you've been talking about a cappella songs, I think, for the last 4 years of this show.
I already got one ready to go.
You've been talking about doing a cappella songs forever. So guess what? You got it.
We finally got it. Oh my gosh. No. What ones am I actually going to choose though? Holy smokes.
Yeah, what are you actually going to choose?
There are so many I can choose from. This is going to be hard, but so easy at the same time.
Yeah, so guys, next week's show theme is a cappella songs. That is next week's show theme, our next show. So
so I feel like Tony, send me some private suggestions. Let's really dominate next week.
I love how you're Tony. Let's team action going on here.
That's right. Let's yes. Because I remember he was choir, right?
Yeah.
Right? So
I think he was in choir, yeah.
Choir brains. I mean, we sang a cappella a lot.
He sings sweet.
Let's do this.
Look at that.
We're going to take this one home next week.
I watched Pitch Perfect. I like that movie.
That is absolutely. If that can be trendy, we can be trendy too.
The Troublemakers. Love it.
Troublemakers.
I love it.
All right. We are gonna next week. Chris, let me ask you, do you feel like you're gonna struggle next week?
I am absolutely gonna struggle on our next show trying to find a cappella songs. But I will find them. It's just a matter of, do I like them? I'm gonna have to compile a list of things. I will say a cappella music is not something I go for, nor do I don't choose to actively listen to it. Doesn't mean I don't dislike it. I just don't choose to put it on. It's not part of my repertoire of listening choices. I don't hate it. It does get, but you gotta admit, it does get corny, doesn't it? I mean, it does get corny.
Well, like the barbershop quartet type style. Like, it's great to hear and it's so talented. But yeah, like I want to hear a couple songs and then move on a little bit. But there's so much more than that. Tony was Phoenix Boys Choir. Tony, we're going to rock next week. I just know it.
So, all right, guys. So next week, or our next show, which I think is going to be next week. It depends. I just told him. I may be traveling, so we'll see. But
it'll be the following week if it's not this coming Monday.
Yes, exactly. But so just to put it this way, our next episode
correct
will be a cappella songs. So let the suggestions begin. We will post, and you guys can leave your suggestions. We're open to everything, especially me, because I am coming in like a blank slate, other than like Pitch Perfect and some of the random, what was that show with the kids and acapella?
Oh my gosh.
It was big.
They sang all of those songs so well. What is that show?
It was on forever, right? Glee.
It was. Glee. Yes.
Yeah. Beyond that, I'm not, what's the other one? Mannheim Steamroller. Don't they do a lot of Christmassy acapella stuff?
And that's what I was thinking when we were
Mannheim Steamroller,
when we were talking. If this would have been like a Christmas acapella, I think you would have been it would be a lot easier for you.
Could I do all Christmas?
I think there's just so much to choose from.
All right, yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean? This is like you're gonna have to narrow down like what type.
I do enjoy a cappella versions of really famous songs, especially rock songs. I always find it like I was. I know we're almost done, but like I was entertained by Pitch Perfect and Troublemakers. Whether it was, I know they're all actors, but I think like Adam Devine, he actually can. I mean, the guy can actually sing. I think he's hilarious, and he's hilarious too. But like, I thought they did a lot of like fun stuff in that movie, and I'm like, okay, this is pretty good.
It is a talent to be able to
I don't
entertain
besmirch
without music included. Yeah,
don't besmirch anybody. I do think it's very talented. It just isn't my genre of choice to listen to.
And that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
This beautifully pairs with my jazz era.
This does. We're going to have fun with this show, though, regardless. We always have fun. And so we would love to have your suggestions, especially me, on this next episode.
I feel so bad that I just stole Tony from you. He could have been a great resource. I'm like,
fine.
He's mine.
It's fine. Tony has been waiting for a Amanda versus Chris showdown for a while. This is his chance. So
I love it.
All right, everybody. Well, we are just about wrapped up. I don't know if we're gonna have any time to play a song because we got to be off the air at 8 or 10:15, and it's about 10:09. So we'll see. But we're gonna wrap it up. If there's a little time, I'll be able to. I'll squeeze a tune in. But all right, guys. Well, hey, thank you guys so much for watching Song Swap Showdown and for listening to us over on Radio Garden State. Remember, get your Jersey Fest tickets right now. Get them over at RadioGardenState.com. greetingsfromthegardenstate.com, or go directly to Ticketmaster, and you can sign up for our contest giveaway, which is happening this week. Go to Radio Garden State's Instagram, look for that post, All you got to do is follow us. You got to comment. And you got to tag a friend. And you are entered for a chance to win. I will be giving away a pair of tickets on my morning show on October 30th at 8 a.m. And Mike Ham will be giving away a pair of tickets at 5 p.m. on Happy Hour that same day. So you got to be in it to win it, as they say. And if you don't win, it's fine, but you get your tickets and get them before Saturday. November 2nd, because the price is going up. It's going up day of. Pays to be the early bird, guys. And you got plenty of time, but Saturday, that's it. I mean, you can still get your tickets, but, you know, if you want that savings, you got to get it before Saturday.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and thank you guys so much for all the suggestions, all the fun we've had this month doing these holiday shows. It's been a really blast. It's been a blast. It's been a lot of fun. So, Amanda, any final words?
Just great comments today. You guys all help us take this show in a whole different direction for the first half, which was so much
awesome.
fun. So thank you all.
Yes. Thank you guys so much. And I can't wait to clip out that whole vampire. It's going to be great. It's going to be really funny.
There were opinions.
There were. We probably could have built the whole show around that.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it happened spontaneously. Yeah. So, all right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you're on YouTube and the little bell. Smash that little bell so that way you get notified when every time we go live or put up a new video. And, of course, follow us anywhere you get podcasts if you're listening to us on the go. And listen to RadioGardenState.com. 3 ways to listen: through the app, through the website, the TuneIn app, through the website, and of course on all your Alexa devices. There is a Radio Garden State app coming, guys. I saw a prototype this weekend. It's coming. It's coming. So, all right, guys, we will see you for our next show, which hopefully will be next Monday. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. Have a great
Happy
Halloween.
Halloween. Bye.
Bye.